Hey guys, Zach with Joker's Train. So this is one of my favorite videos that I get to make. I love reviewing the catalogs. I have a good time with them. I just tell you my honest opinion. But as you can see here, we got the Polar Express. This is no secret. A lot of people saw this coming. It's the Lionel's 2024 catalog. It's the 20th anniversary of the Polar Express movie. But before we jump into this, click the link to my Discord server below. If you'd like to join my Discord and come hang out with me and some of my friends, like to run our mouths about trains and sports and whatever else we talk about, feel free, make a login and just join the server. Come on in, it's a good time. If you're new to my channel, I appreciate you being here. Feel free to subscribe, give me a like, comment, and if you've never seen my catalog reviews, I'm just going to tell you exactly what I think about this catalog. I promise you, I'm not here to sell you everything in this catalog. So let's without further ado, let's jump into this catalog. All right, so as we open it up here, we got the first page here. It's got obviously the Hiawatha is going to make a return. I would assume. I have looked at this catalog, and there's been a lot of leaks to this catalog, so it's really no secret to what's in this catalog. It's just kind of nice to look at it in a catalog form, I have seen a lot of leaks to this catalog. So, and we got the Vision Line, the Erie Triplex. I did not order one of these. I know a lot of people did. I would assume they're still taking orders for these. Maybe they're not. I'm not real sure on that. I mean, they're in the catalog, so I'd assume they are. Or maybe, I don't know, it says authorized dealers for availability. So we'll skip past the Vision Line Triplex. It's old news, man. It's like October news. So let's jump into the legacy steam engines here. So the Berks are going to return. Obviously, we have to have the Berks return if we're going to have the Polar Express return. And I will flip to the Polar Express stuff later in this video. We just won't skip there right now. So with the Berks returning, naturally you're going to get nickel plate road, because how can we possibly do Berks without 765? So you got 765 and 755, and then you have the cool little, I don't know what we're going to call this. They're going to call it nickel plate limited. I'm assuming it's a fantasy scheme. This engine I find super cool, and now the price did go up on these from the last time they did them. In my collection, I do have a 765, and I didn't pay anywhere near what these prices are. Obviously, that was 10 years ago or whatever it was now. But like this fantasy paint scheme, I would want to buy this, but given Lionel's ridiculous history of getting colors correct, like I bought that Erie Camelback with the Russian Iron Blue, and it was hideous last year. Now, if they can make this blue on this engine look like this picture, I think this thing is going to be money. But I don't think that I would order this because I have zero faith in Lionel getting a color right other than black. And then you have the C&O Burke. Now, the C&O Burke is interesting because this is obviously a render. This isn't a picture. I have the 2696 from 2007 or whatever it was, which is a fantastic Burke, and I would like to have another C&O Burke. I would assume that these Burks are going to look just like the old Burks, right? So I don't know what I'm going to order. At the end of this video, I'll try to give you somewhat of an idea of what I'm going to order. Then you got the DT&I, and then, obviously we have to have the famous Pierre Marquette 1225. Now, it is kind of hard for me not to order the 1225 because it's so hard to find from the past runs, but I don't know. I'm torn about what I'm going to order in this catalog. I have some ideas, and I'm just not going to commit to anything. Like I said, I'll try to give you an idea of what I'm going to order. So we got the returns of the H7. Now, if you guys follow my channel or know anything about my collection, I do have quite a few articulated steam engines for how big my collection is, and every time that they've ever ran the H7, I've never ordered one because there's always been something in the catalog I liked a little better. So you have 3 different C&Os, then you have 4 different C&Os, and then you have a Rio Grande, the RF&P, which I know makes my buddy RJ at RJ Trains extremely happy. I think he's already said he's going to order that. Then you have 2 UPs, which this is a hard one for me because I love UP. This is no secret, and I do have, I don't know, maybe I only have 1 C&O engine now, or I have 2 C&O engines. But these C&Os here, so you have this one, which I do find to be the 1572. I find this to be a good looking engine. I just like how the numbers are real big on the Vanderbilt tender. Then you have the traditional Vandy tender, and then you have the short Vandy tender. Then you have the Allegheny tender. This one is my least favorite. I do not like the Allegheny tender with this, and I don't like the short Vandy. So it'd be down to these 2, and I'm gonna tell you right now, if I order one of these, which I'm not committed to ordering anything in this catalog. I actually told a buddy of mine that I wasn't ordering an H7 today, so we'll see how that works. But This H7 that's all murdered out, blacked out everything with just the yellow C&O and the or Chesapeake Ohio and the letters and the numbers. I think that is fantastic looking. Now, is Lionel going to deliver this the way this picture looks? Maybe not. I don't know. But anyways, these retail for $19.99. I think I saw the pre-order price on these was like $17.46 maybe. I haven't really studied a lot. I've been busy at work today, so I haven't fooled with the catalog too much today. These do run on 072 if you're looking to get one, and you haven't looked at the catalog yet. But you should be no surprise. It's big articulated. We'll go ahead and get off these H7s before I decide to order one. But this would definitely be the one that I ordered, the murdered out Vandy. That's just good looking. All right, so we got these 460s, 10 wheelers, whatever you want to call them. People always ask for the smaller steam engines, the cheaper steam engines, and Lionel seems to be doing a really good job of. You got the New Jersey Central, New York Central and Hudson, the Western Pacific. A buddy in my Discord, I'm pretty sure is going to order that for sure. Northern Pacific, and then you get the New York Central. I'm probably not going to order one of these. They're cool, and I do often say I wish I had more small steam engines, but I don't know, just none of these really appeal to me, so we're going to skip these. But they're at a really good price point. They're at $7.99 retail, so they're probably going to be $600 on a pre-order price, I would imagine, or $6 something on a pre-order price, and they run an 031 curve, so these are going to be super friendly to everybody. And I like how they have the marker lights up here by the stack, instead of on the front of the smoke box there. That's cool. Assuming that these look like these, like I'm a Lionel guy, I'm a Lionel fan. Everybody knows this, but I have not a lot of faith in Lionel the past couple years of getting anything correct. So this one here is this one's hard for me. So this is a cool set. I like what Lionel did with this. It's the royal blue. It's a B&O engine, and you have the woodside passenger cars. Sorry, and you have an A pack, a B pack, and a C pack. So all these cars are different with different state seals on them. So if you read the whole, I'm not going to read the description to you guys. You guys can read all the information up here if you want to. But it's a pretty cool set that looks like Lionel put a little bit of research and time into. Now, again, I am a B&O person, like that's what I really like the most. But Lionel doesn't make very much. So for them to make this engine at $7.99 and then these two packs are like $500, which I'm not extremely happy about the price of these cars. A two pack retailing for $500 and the engine retails for $800. So you're telling me there's only a $300 difference in between something that moves by itself and cars that just roll and light up. I seem to think that's kind of bullshit, Lionel, but that's whatever. So the cars run on 042, where the engine runs on 031. So if you do have a smaller layout, at least need 042 to run these cars. These are MTH tooling as far as I'm aware, and when MTH made the woodside passenger cars, I thought they were beautiful. I've tried to buy the B&O one several times, but the price always gets outlandish on me. And once again, with the blue, I'm looking at two different B&O diesels in my collection, and they're both the same paint scheme, but they're different color blues. So what blue is Lionel going to put on this engine? Is it going to be right? And then let alone the blue. You got the boiler. There's like the B&O gray. Are they going to get the gray right? So you got two colors here for Lionel to mess up. My money says they're going to screw it up, but we'll see if I order that. This is tempting for me not to order at least the engine and 1 2-pack of cars. There's no way I'm ordering all these cars because it looks like they all have. Well, that's not. Maybe they're not. Maybe they can't all go together. I don't know. I'd order like a 2-pack and just the engine because I think it's a cool little deal. But I don't know. I may wait and see if somebody gets them in and I get to see a picture before I spend money on those. We'll jump on to the next page here. I know this engine was recently requested by, not requested, but like Eric Siegel did a video about engines he wants to see come back. Number one was the Hiawatha. So, when I saw the list of engines in this catalog, I was like, Eric's got his wish. So the Hiawatha has made a return, and it looks like it's a fairly good price. It's what, $1,200 retail, which I'm not going to buy one. I'm not really into the Hiawatha deal, but it runs on 054. But these cars, let's talk about these cars. So you get a 4-pack of aluminum 18-inch cars for retailing of $1,400. Man, stop it. You guys buy these cars, have at it. I will gladly look at videos and pictures of your 18-inch, $1,400 Milwaukee road cars. I'm not buying them. No. I bought the whole 20th Century Limited last year, and Lionel's passenger cars look nice. But as several of my friends like to point out, they have no passengers. They have no detailed interior. And And sorry, man, like it's aluminum. We live in the year 2023. Like it can't be that hard to make aluminum passenger cars for toy trains. I don't believe it. I believe Lionel's getting some skull on that one, all of it. And the 3-pack is $900 retail. And they're probably going to be beautiful, I would imagine. And then this is ridiculous. I mean, there's no I'd buy that engine, but this set's probably going to look fantastic as long as, you know, once again, Lionel gets the colors right. We'll see how that goes. But I'm not with the price on these cars just because they're aluminum. Like, sorry, that's just stupid. I'm not doing it. And more power to you guys who want to pay that kind of money for a 4-pack of aluminum cars, but I'm not going to do it. So we'll go to the next page. We've got more Hiawathas. You know, all the same price naturally. And I don't know. There's just the engine. I think the engine's a really good price for what that engine. You know, for the engine, I think it's nice. But these cars, man, good God, it's ridiculous. So this is an interesting deal, right? Like, this isn't an actual. This is supposed to be an E4, Chicago Northwestern E4. MTH had made several times. I did them in PS1 and PS3 or whatever it was, PS2 and PS3, whatever. This is not the actual wheel arrangement of a E4. So we'll call this a fantasy engine, and I'm not buying it. Sorry, I mean I'd like to have the real E4 made, but I'm not gonna buy this thing. These cars will probably look super cool, but yeah, just not. And I don't know what this is supposed to be. Looks like Lionel might be getting a little carried away with just making things. Maybe this was a real engine. I'm not sure. I'm not even real big on the Seaboard, even though I have one Seaboard engine, but same price, you know, engine the same price as the cars. And then there's the 49er looking deal, or more hot dogs for you hot dog collectors. So I won't be buying that either. Now let's take us to the diesels. So my original opinion of the steam engines in this catalog, I find this to be a relatively weak catalog for a volume 1 or a big book from Lionel. Just wasn't really impressed with the steam engine listing. Now we will talk about these little GP9s because I have one, my dad has one, I have a video of they're both running, and I have the B&Os naturally. And you know, when I knew that they were going to do GP9s, I was hoping and praying for some more B&Os because I was going to buy all the road numbers because I just find them, I just like them. There's no B&Os, so you have Minneapolis, St. Louis, Norfolk and Western, Penske's, and then the Bangor, Aerostock or Roostock. I don't know. I'm not from the Northeast, but I don't know how you say that. Anyways, I do like the paint job though. They retail for a little more than I'd like to see them retail. They're retailing for $6. I think that's a little bit high for a GP9, but given the economy that we live in today, and today what things go for, I guess that's par for the course. You know, everything's going up, so I want the trains, right? So these are super cool little engines. I absolutely love them, and I'm hoping that maybe somebody does a custom run of the B&Os, maybe Patch Trains, or maybe I'll call one of my buddies that has a hobby shop and see if somebody will make me B&Os. But if you're in the market for a GP9, by all means get them. They're awesome. I like the Lionel GP9s. So we got more GP9s here. Now we got the Conrails. I don't have any piece of Conrail in my collection, and that ain't gonna change this catalog either. So this Conrail is the Super Bass, or as the Muffin will call it, a Super Bass. And then the UPs, like I said, I saw the leaks for this. I knew the UPs were gonna be in here, and I don't like the UP GP9s. I don't think they look good. Yeah, I said UP doesn't look good. I did say it. This has a Super Bass as well. The Super Bass retails for $500, and the regular engine retails for $600. I don't know. The Super Basses are okay. I'm just not that. I don't have any. I have recently heard one. Just wasn't that impressed with it, to be honest with you. I mean, it's cool, but I don't think it's really worth the price. That's my opinion. You guys can flame me all you want, but I don't. I just think it's a little bit much, and they don't have the Conrail Blues the same color. So I don't know if that's by design or not. Maybe Lionel can't even get colors right in the catalog. I don't know. I'm just here. All right, so now we get to something that I do find interesting. The ES44s. I have had several ES44s in the past from Lionel, and I sold them all because I was like, you know, I'm gonna sell all my modern diesels. I'm just gonna do steam and early diesel. But damn it, man, between the AC6000, the SD70 Ace, and the ES44s, I just like some modern diesels, and yes, I still pull Woodside reefers with them. I don't even care. I just do what I do. So you have the BNSF, you have the CP, CSX, Norfolk Southern, and then the Mighty UP. Now you have 2 road numbers and a super base for all of these. And originally, I saw the list. I was like, maybe I'll just grab 2 UP ES44s and call it a day. And then I'll start looking at the pictures of them, right? Because like ES44s are really easy to like just pull you in, and you want to buy them. Because I did recently get the Vision Line Gevo ES44, and I have Florida East Coast ES44. So it's like I can buy more. It's fine, right? And then I knew they were doing some of the heritage units, which will flip to this page. You got the Central of Georgia, Lehigh Valley, Monongahela, Norfolk, and Western, and then you got the Pensy. Now, none of these really do much for me. These are the NS heritage units. Pretty sure that's right. Yeah, 99% sure that's right. And so the price on these has gone up a little bit, right? You got it at $750 retail, so I think the pre-order on that's like $6 something, $650, I don't know, $6 something. And you have so these are doing a power and a non-power, and the non-power is $430 retail. The Pensies, I have seen the Pensies. I've ran one. They're nice. Monongahela's are really nice. But this next page is a problem because they've got the CSX heritage units on here, and as we've discovered in this video, if you've made it this far and you haven't turned me off for my just rambling on, we have the CSX B&O, the Conrail, the Chessie, the Seaboard, and the C&O. Now, obviously, the first heritage unit that they painted of these series for CSX was the B&O because it's the best and only. I mean, this is pretty evident. They're the best. I might be a little biased. So, like I said, when I saw the picture, if Lionel makes it, I'm going to buy it. Well, damn it, here we are. It looks like I'm going to at least order the B&O Heritage. I know CSX has or Lionel has a problem getting the CSX blue correct. And like I feel like in this picture, they did a fairly good job of, like having what CSX calls the fade. That's not a very good fade, but is CSX going to get this blue right? I don't know. I mean, is Lionel going to get the CSX blue right? I don't know. I feel like Lionel does pretty good at painting plastic models. It's when they have to paint die cast a different color than black is where they really have a problem. That's kind of how I feel. The Chessie, I like the Chessie, but we could do without the CSX blue on the Chessie. And we could really do without the CSX nose, really. Just paint the whole thing like a real heritage unit. Like, they just look better when you paint the whole damn thing. But CSX can't get that part right. And the C&O, I like this paint scheme for the C&O. That's a good paint scheme too. Oh hell, went too far. So I mean, I can say with a relatively fair amount of certainty, I will be buying the CSX B&O. Now, how many of you guys would make fun of me if I ran my CSX B&O with a UP? Would that be bad? Or maybe I just buy a CSX regular, whatever paint scheme they call this. I live in CSX country. I have no idea what the hell their paint schemes are called. But what if I buy this thing and then get the B&O CSX and then have my buddy Tom weather this regular CSX paint scheme? That's a thought, right? I've had that thought come across my head already today because I was like, do I really want to have a CSX model? Like, I see them every day. I don't know. So, for certain, I am going to order the B&O CSX ES44, and I just decided that like within the last minute. Alright, that's enough of the ES44 nonsense. They do have kinematic pilots on them, so. If you've never bought one of these or had one, these little orange hose deals here, get you some super glue because you're going to use it because they break all the time. Every time you take it out of the box, that hose is going to break. But the engines are fantastic, and word to the wise, if you're ordering these, go ahead and order you some MTH traction tires so when you get your brand new Lionel engine, it doesn't wobble. Alright, so that brings us to the SD45s. Now, naturally, I did just buy an SD45 at York. I bought the Wisconsin Central SD45 from 2018. Great engine. That being said, I don't know that I'll order one of these. I'm not sure about any of these road names. So you got the Santa Fe in the blue and yellow. I'm sure there's some name for that. I don't know it. Delaware and Hudson. Well, Delaware and Hudson is a good looking paint scheme as long as you get the colors right. Rio Grande, the Reading, or just for you Burnsy, the Reading Railroad, because I know you love it so much when I call it that. and the Frisco, and then Southern Pacific. Um, they're nice. They retail for $649. For the Super Bass, $599. Got multiple road numbers here. That looks like they all have a Super Bass. So nice engine. Probably just not gonna order any more of them right now. Now this is where I get in trouble again. Got the E6s. I do love E units and F units, primarily E units. Just just look a little better than F units to me. So we'll just go here. We got the B&O. Comes in an AB, and then you have a B Super Bass. I don't see anything wrong with these. I think the price on them's good. They're $1,200 retail. You get what, 4 motors there, and then on a pre-order I think it's a little over $1,000 for the AB. Then you got the Super Bass at $500. I don't know that I'll buy the Super Bass. Then you have the Southern. Now the Southern here, this is one of my favorite paint schemes that I've seen on any road name. I guess this isn't the normal Southern. I guess it's the alternate or whatever the hell they call it. I just think this paint scheme looks awesome. I have a fair amount of faith that Lionel can get those colors right. You got Milwaukee Road. Then you have these General Motors. These are clear. Are they clear? They're not clear. I don't know if they're clear. Yeah, there. Oh, if I read, look at that. If I read, it says clear. Clear body panels provide a view of the internal components. I'm not going to buy these. They're probably going to look awesome. It's from the 1939-49 World or 1939 to 40 World's Fair. I'm not going to buy these. I'm not. But I'll probably regret it because I'm sure they're going to be pretty awesome. So if you guys buy these, I think DJ's going to buy them. So man, I'll see pictures in the video. Anyways, they run an 036 curve. They're 37 inches long for the pair of the A and the B. Well, some of these are A's, but these are awesome. I bought the E8s, the New York Central E8s last year. Fantastic engines. You know, sometimes you got to tighten down the motor mount screws because Lionel doesn't do it for you, but it's whatever. But if I was to get one of these, it will probably be the B&O. Now, what's going to determine this? I'm going to check my MTH passenger cars because I have some streamlined passenger cars, and if the paint scheme is like similar, you know, pretty. I mean, it's the same paint scheme. As long as I think the MTH cars will look okay with these, I'll probably get them because I don't think Lionel put B&O cars in here to match these. But I'm seriously considering these. I just got to, you know, look at my MTH cars, which means I have to dig them out from wherever they're at. And I don't know if I get the Super Bass, but the A, B is a definite possibility. You know, I'm always bitching about Lionel not making any kind of B&O, so I figured the least I can do is probably get some B&O when they put it in the catalog. Then you got Rock Island, and they have the different, I guess, those are different, gotta be different colors. Yeah, they're different. And then you got the Union, is that Union Pacific? No. Yes, San Francisco. City of San. You got these, the City of San Francisco AB set. Probably won't get those. Now these over here, I don't know much. I mean, I'm sure these Rock Island cars go with these Rock Island engines. They call it the Al Capone coaches. I want to buy them for the simple fact they call them the Al Capone coaches because I mean I like mob stuff, but I don't think they say Al Capone anywhere on the cars, so probably not going to buy them. And they're $1,000 for a 4-pack. It's just I'm good. I'm gonna pass. That's the end of the E6 singles. Now we'll go to the set. Now this page is intriguing and dangerous. This is a dangerous place to be. I did this last year with the 20th Century Limited set. Now granted, this isn't a set you have to buy all the parts, right? So you got the AB with a B Super Bass, the 2-pack, the station sounds, the 4-pack, the whole deal, right? 4-pack's the grand, $500 for the 2-pack, $450 for the station sounds, and the same price on the engines as the rest of these 6s. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, I said last year after I bought the 20th Century Limited set, I'm not buying any more sets because they're outrageously expensive. That doesn't mean I don't like my 20th Century Limited set because I absolutely do. And I really want this whole page, or everything on both of these pages. Now, I will tell you, if you're new to buying the whole page, like a crazy person, buy the whole page. If you're gonna buy the 4-pack and the engines, buy the 2-pack and the single, because if you have any interest in having all of them, it's just easier to get them all now instead of trying to chase this 2-pack down like 3 years down the road and trying to chase this Station Sounds card down. Just buy the whole damn thing. Just buy everything on this page, and you'll be a happier person for it. And this is cheaper than the 20th Century Limited set for all of it. So I would like to have this. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to refrain. I'm not going to buy this whole page. It's just not worth it to me. So damn it, I want it because it looks. I know this set's going to look awesome. Like this has to look great. But anyways, we'll move on. All right, so we got the SW8s. You got the Detroit Edison, Erie Lackawanna, Reading and Northern, Chicago Northwestern, U.S. Air Force, and Texas and Pacific. I have 2 switchers, an NW2 and a genset. I run neither one of them. Probably not buying another one anytime soon, even though I do like this Detroit Edison, and I kind of like the Texas and Pacific. Yeah, that's the ones I would buy. They retail for $550. Running 031. Probably gonna be nice little switchers. This one has a little blinking beacon on it. They have different little details on them, but Lionel seems to like to put the little switchers in, and it's got a cool little graphic on it. Look at that. That is awesome. That's a great deal. Now I want one because the little dude on there. Let me get off this page. All right, U28Cs. Not buying any of these. These are on 031. Retail for $650. 2 road numbers for all of them. Conrail, Louisville, Nashville, Penn Central, Southern Pacific, UP, Seaboard. I just think they're ugly. I want nothing to do with none of these. It seems like when I first got in the trains line, I was making a bunch of these U engines, U-boats people call them, or whatever the hell they call them. I think they're ridiculous. I don't like them. So, moving on. Now we're gonna do some sets. You got the nickel plate fast freight legacy set. You get a scale Burke, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 rolling stock and a caboose. And you get a different road number than you can buy as a single. You get 779. I'm not buying this set. It retails for $2,500. The freight cars or you get a hot box reefer. One of these is a hot box reefer. Probably this yellow one. We'll look at those in a minute too. It's whatever. I'm not that much into this set deal. The hot box reefers are cool. They're kind of expensive by themselves. We'll look at that in a minute, like I said. And yeah, I'm sure some of you guys are gonna buy this because it's probably a good deal if you add up all the prices of everything. It's probably a pretty good deal, but I'm not gonna do it. So engine runs on 054 and the cars all run on 031. Now you have this Atomic Energy Commission glow in the dark scale legacy set. I think this is going to be a cool set. I'm not going to buy it, but I hope somebody, shines some bright lights on these things, makes it glow, runs it around in the dark. That'd be pretty awesome. Anyways, the set's $1,000 retail. Yep. I originally thought this was stupid, and then I was like, I think it's going to be pretty cool. So, yeah, it's probably a pretty cool deal. 031. Somebody buy it. I want to see it. You can buy the engine by itself for $500, which is, nah, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. That's super base. I'm not doing it. Nope. Somebody buy the set so I can see it. Thanks. Now this set right here, MTH made these a long time ago. I believe that these E6s are Lionel's E6s, not MTH tooling E6s. This is Illinois Central, City of Miami. I don't know why the hell it's called the City of Miami and it's the Illinois Central, but I assume that it's Miami, Florida. Could be Miami of Ohio. I don't know. But I don't know. I've seen the models MTH and I thought they were beautiful, right? Like there's a gorgeous paint job on them. The MTH ones had an A and a B, I think. Which I kind of wish this had an A and a B. But anyways, the set, so you get the engine and 4 cars for $14.99, the 2-pack's $500, and the Station Sound $450 like normal. I don't know. I'm not buying a bunch of stuff, right? So I'm gonna have to figure out what I actually want to buy and buy that. But this is intriguing, or maybe I can just waste my time and track down the MTH ones. Again, I have color concerns with Lionel getting these colors right compared to the MTH colors because I assume the MTH colors are probably more accurate. Or the accurate colors. So if Lionel matched the colors, I'm telling you, man, if you see the MTH engines, they look fantastic. It's not a bad price though. Probably not gonna buy it. All right, so we get some passenger cars here. Woodside passenger cars. New York Centrals. They're $500 for a 2-pack. Looney Tune cars. It's not my deal. They got loads in them though. It's pretty cool. All right, here's your hot box reefer. So apparently they're gonna have some LED glow and they're gonna smoke and carry on. They retail for $300. I'm not buying one. I'm not gonna do it. Then we have some milk cars. You got Erie, O'Leary Dairy, Strasburg, and then NC and STL. Okay, yeah. They're 120 for a milk car now. Come on, God, that's ridiculous. I know a lot of people are excited about these hot box reefers. I'm just not one of those people. Then we got the World War II Union Pacific 3-packs. And I didn't order any of these in the last catalog, and I knew I was going to regret it, but if I figured if I started to order one set, I'm going to have to order every set in every catalog, and it's going to get expensive. I'm going to have a whole herd of these UP box cars. I just didn't want to commit to that, because they're $250 for a 3-pack. That's a lot. There's a lot of them on here. And they all have different art on them, which is super cool. And then they have their own caboose. And then you got a Freight Sounds box car. And then even if you buy all the sets, you're still going to miss the one that came with the Big Boy Super set. So, unless you bought that. But these cars are cool. I'm hoping I see them on eBay or something, like breaking up sets, because I would like to have some of them. I just didn't want to commit to having to buy every one of them to try to collect them. It ain't Pokemon, man. We can't collect them all. You got Freight Sound PS1 box cars, Chessie, Burlington, Lackawanna, Great Northern. For some reason, I like this car. I have no need for Illinois Central. I just like the orange. And then you got, well, RJ, get your RF&P with your H7. 8,000 gallon tank cars. I don't know. Probably not gonna buy any of these. I'm kind of like picky about my freight cars. If they don't come in a blue box, I don't fool with too many of them. But you got flat cars with 20-inch trailers. You got Katy Railroad Express, Southern Pacific, Texas Pacific. They're $160 for a flat car with 2 trailers. It's gonna be a hard pass. Then we have these PS2 covered hoppers. So we have all these road names here, and then we have the same road names, but Lionel's now weathering cars. It's kind of cool. I'm curious to see how these actually look. You know, not in a catalog. I'm gonna see how they look when they get delivered. All right, now we're gonna go back to the cabooses. I do have a weak spot for cabooses. We got CA1 cabooses here from, I don't know. It seems like Lionel likes to make UP cabooses. Maybe that's because I'm a sucker for UP cabooses, so they're just gonna keep making them. I feel like I'm gonna keep buying them. But you got Northern Pacific, you got 3 UPs, and then you got a Western Pacific. Remember No Accidents in August one? This one here is pretty cool. I just bought that one in Vision Line. I was gonna sell it. It was for sale. I didn't sell it because I'd probably regret selling my Vision caboose. So I still have it. Then we have these N6Bs. So if I recall, when they did the Vision cabooses, they did CA1s and N6Bs. I think maybe they didn't do N6Bs, but they're all Penske. No, Dolan and Hudson, Lionel, Penske. Oh, those are Vision cabooses. Strasburg, DT&I. The cabooses are expensive. They're $125 for the N6s and $130 for the CAs. They're nice cabooses. The UP Vision cabooses are. It's a nice caboose. I like it a lot. Steel side box cars. So I do like these. Problem is I want one of each of them. I don't know why I like them. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm just supposed to buy things. They're $80, which is not bad considering what Lionel's what they felt they needed to charge for rolling stock. And these are like steam air from the 30s to the 70s, so that's kind of cool. Then we have Woodside reefers, and I am afraid to buy a Lionel Woodside reefer because we all know when it comes to Woodside reefers, Atlas runs the world. So I'm afraid to buy them. I actually sold both of my MTH Woodside reefers that I had bought because they did not look as good as my Atlas cars. So $80 on those and $80 on these. Not bad. Then we got 50-foot tank cars. I won't be buying those. There's modern. Because like I said, if I buy modern diesels, I'm not buying modern freight, boys. We're gonna roll with the steam air freight. 2-bay hoppers. I don't know why I like hoppers. I don't know. I mean, I do know because I'm from cold country. I know why I like hoppers. Um, but I don't know. I just never buy them, but I like them. It's weird. And there's no B&O, so it does me no good. All right, boys. So that's it. So we will jump to the Polar Express mess. All right, so we have a whole Christmas section here, and I'm gonna try to cover the highlights. I'm not into the Christmas stuff like that. My train budget is very small, and it only goes to certain things. So here we are, Polar Express. I don't know if you guys are watching my channel because you like Polar Express, because I hope not, because I'm not a Polar Express fan. I'm just covering the Polar Express because I know people like it. So we have a Polar Express 20th anniversary scale set. So you get a scale Berk that's painted red. When I originally saw that this was going to be in here, I was almost tempted to buy it. Then I figured out that it was a red Berk, or Polar Express red, or whatever color you call that. Has a combine 20th anniversary coach observation car. And it retails for $2,400, and that's why I was like, okay, maybe I'll go ahead and break bad on this Polar Express. Mind you, I only saw the movie in 2022. And I only watched it because people made fun of me. So I'm not a Polar Express guy. I'm way older than the movie, so it's not like I didn't watch when I was a little kid like a lot of people did. So you have different individual cars. You got a box car, two different box cars here. This is a Bell Sounds box car, and that's just 20th anniversary box car. It's $109, $220 for that Bell Sounds car. Then you got another add-on coach you can add. I don't know, like, I know this is a big deal. I was really expecting to see them to do just the tender, the Polar Express tender, in here as a standalone deal. But maybe, I don't know. So anyways, you can buy the special edition red, or you can buy the plasma coat. Seems like a fancy name. And I guess you can only buy this one from the vinyl store exclusive. Yeah, I'm not buying one. Then you got the actual Polar Express Berkshire 1225, which I'm sure is going to sell like wildfire. Because look here, boys, that thing is $1,700 retail. That thing goes for like $5,000 on eBay because Brad Martz is a jackass. So here you go. You can kill the whole eBay Polar Express frenzy and just order you a brand fresh new one. Do it. I support all of you to just buy this one for $1,700, not fool around on eBay. And then you have all the different add-on coaches. So if you guys are in the Polar Express, hey, more power to you guys. It's just not my thing. I don't get excited about it. Then we have the non-scale Polar Express stuff over on this page, and this Lion Chief. It's just this little speeder is cool with the plow. I do kind of dig that. That's pretty awesome. The little doodle bug. I mean, they'll paint Polar Express on anything at this point. I mean, it doesn't matter, I guess. But these are cool little cars. I'm just not buying any of it, boys. You guys can have a whole Polar Express layout by the looks of it. It just blows me away. So then you got the Hiawatha Reindeer Road. That's nice. Milwaukee Road, Reindeer Road. It's pretty clever. And they're doing 3-packs. Oh, they're doing a 4-pack too. So you can pay $1,400 to get you some Christmas cars. Good Lord, Lionel. Caboose is nice. Nice touch on the caboose. Eggnog milk car. That's pretty cool. And then I did see this. So like last year on his RBP's house, he bought the scale version of these diesels. They're awesome. They're fantastic. I haven't seen the cars, but the scale engines were pretty great. Just Christmas stuff. So anyways, we'll get out of this Christmas stuff because that ain't me. Alright, boys. So as I said, at the end of this video, I was going to kind of tell you what I was going to order for sure, or try to narrow it down for you. So this engine and one of these 2-packs is definitely on the list to decide. I got a lot of other stuff going on with other hobbies, so I'm not trying to spend a bunch of money in this catalog right now. Plus I got other stuff going on my life I got to spend money on, so I can't just be spending money on trains, you know. But this engine in a 2-pack is definitely on my list to figure out. This B&O CSX is definitely on my list, or that's not on my list to figure out. That's on my list to buy. So I'm definitely buying a CSX B&O, and then I gotta figure out if I really want the E6s. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm not gonna spend a bunch of money. Maybe 2 engines, maybe 2 diesels. Hey, you know, I mean, we'll see how it goes. But stay tuned to my Instagram or Facebook or whatever. I'll tell you guys what I'm going to order when I figure it out. I just haven't put a lot of thought into it, but I'm definitely ordering the B&O CSX ES44. By the way, guys, I appreciate all you guys that watch this review. If you thought it was dumb, let me know you thought it was dumb. If you liked it, let me know you liked it. I'll give you my honest opinion. I really did. Try not to be, too in your face about it, but that's what I do. I just tell you the way it is on my channel. But thanks guys for watching. If you made it to the end of the video, let me know you made it all the way to the end of the video. And subscribe, like, leave me a comment, and join my Discord and come hang out. Talk about trains. Maybe I can talk you into buying something off eBay. Anyways, guys, until next time, I appreciate each and one of you for watching this extremely long catalog review. So, have a good weekend.